All right, folks, our prayers have been answered. Crypto is pumping as we head into the Thanksgiving weekend. We will be able to report back at Thanksgiving family dinner that our crypto is moving back up and we have begun the next bull run. And we are so excited. If Grandma says that she just watched the news yesterday and Janet Yellen was very happy to tell everyone that they've collected $4 billion from Binance, and she saw that they got the big bad crypto guys, we can tell Grandma and Grandpa that is true. We are cleaning up the crypto space. We are currently pumping. And good news, if you want to invest into XRP Bitcoin through your retirement account, you're going to be able to here soon, because in this video, I'm going to share with you guys, we have multiple exchange traded products for XRP that are going live. We also are going to share a clip here of Hester Pierce talking about why she doesn't understand why the SEC is standing in the way of a Bitcoin spot ETF. So excited. We get a report back, and I am going to make this one a very quick video because after I get done with this, I'm supposed to be going to hang up our Christmas lights. And I wanted to ask you guys, is Thanksgiving too early to put up our Christmas lights? Is wifey crazy for making me do this? Or is this what you guys normally do too? Christmas lights by Thanksgiving? I know Canadian, you guys up north, you guys have a different Thanksgiving, but let me know in the chat below. I'm curious what you guys have to say. I'm going to make this one quick so I can go put up Christmas lights. Let's rock and roll. So as I reported here, Bitcoin back up about 6% today, nearly hitting that 38,000 level now, basically triple tap off the 38,000 region for Bitcoin. We watch as Ethereum is back above 2,000 as well, up to about 2,093. And so Ethereum pumping, Bitcoin pumping, and our XRP, we can report back to the fam, is back above 60 cents. So as long as we hold these levels and we don't dump going into Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, we should be able to report back with good news. XLM also pumping here today, 11.8, just below 12 cents. And then we did see that gold cooled off a little bit. You know, it was back above 2,000 this week and was earlier this just yesterday and on Monday, but has cooled back off here to 1989 for gold and 2365 for silver. So as always, we see the crypto pumping once again. And what did we also report on this morning? Well, another billion printed, or minted, I guess is what we should call it. Minted at the Tether Treasury, of course. Now, speaking of insiders moving, we have high-level insider executives at Apple dumping their own company shares. They see what is coming, and this is reported here from Ben Rickert. The original post and find is from Bar Chart. Apple insider trading alert. Apple General Counsel Catherine Adams just dumped her entire Apple stake for a total value of $23.3 million. We reported on it yesterday that Jeff Bezos just dumped about $1 billion worth of his shares as well. So when you have high-level CEOs dumping $1 billion worth of their own shares, when you have the general counsel dumping their entire stake, that is a little concerning. And we've been noting this with the high-flying Magnificent Seven that have kept the entire stock market really propped up. The S&P 500 propped up by the Magnificent Seven of Apple, Tesla, Amazon, NVIDIA, right? All of these companies. And we've been showing on the other end that all of these insiders and the CEOs are all dumping massive amounts of their positions. Jamie Dimon selling his shares in JP Morgan Chase for the first time ever. I mean, stuff like that we've been trying to report on. Meanwhile, the headlines that are hitting the mainstream news is that everything's okay. Stock market's up. Even though we're at war, even though it's a currency and commodity war, even though we're running a massive deficit, even though we're broke, even though nobody wants our dollar, even though nobody's showing up to buy our treasury bonds at the auction, everything's fine because we have 7 stocks that are still going up, right? And so that's the situation at hand. We roll on into the crypto update. The Department of Justice, and this is a joke, this is satire, but there's a point here that's very important. The Department of Justice finds that Binance intentionally caused a liquidity crisis within FTX that played a role in the loss of nearly $10 billion in customer funds. The $4 billion settlement will be added directly to the Recovered Assets Fund to match customer deposits 1-to-1 in early 2024. Now, this is a joke, and the point that they're making is that you had 2 crypto bros Sam Bankman-Fried on one side, CZ on the other. Relatively speaking, they're kids. CZ's a little bit older, but Sam was relatively speaking a kid, right? Trading billions of dollars against each other, and they end up blowing up the whole crypto space. And literally tens of billions of loss of customer funds within FTX is just part of it. Look at the overall cryptocurrency market cap and Bitcoin going down to 15,500. This was a game for these guys, right? And the important thing here to highlight is that Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is so happy to share that they're collecting $4 billion from Binance, but none of that money is going to anybody who's been damaged by what Binance did, right? I guess they would make the case that it's coming to the government, the Treasury, and they're the almighty protectors of all investors and all humanity worldwide. But, this is the whole problem with the SEC is and even with the government right at large, is that they're showing up after the crime scenes already, the first responders already showed up and they're trying to save what they can. And then the SEC shows up after everybody's already bled out and tries to act like they've solved the case and they're here to save someone. So this is the Department of Justice this time around, and it was very interesting to watch how they excluded the SEC out of this hearing, right? This was the Department of Justice, the Treasury Department, OFAC, and the SEC was nowhere to be seen. Now, I say that as we roll on into this clip here from Hester Pierce, SEC Commissioner Pierce, saying that there's no reason for us to stand in the way of a spot Bitcoin ETF. Let's listen in on what she has to say. This one plays a little bit quiet, so you might want to have to turn up your volume just a little bit.
SEC, and I wonder, we have heard a lot of reporting in another matter that has gotten a lot of attention regarding a spot ETF, that there is ongoing conversations between issuers who have filed some of these applications and individuals at the SEC. And I wonder if you can shed any light on how much you as a commissioner might be involved in that, or really if this is just happening at the lower staff level at the moment.
No, again, I really can't comment on that, but I think I've been very transparent that I've thought for many years now that there is no reason for us to stand in the way of a spot Bitcoin exchange traded product.
We have heard a lot of reporting.
And so she says there's no reason for them to stand in the way of an exchange traded product. And speaking of exchange traded products, I'm going to show you guys right here, our good friend Chad on Twitter, absolutely going off and finding all of these listings for XRP exchange traded products that are going live and some that already are live as we speak. Now, these aren't in the United States, I don't believe. But the point being that the institutional money is coming in. The big boys on Wall Street want to make sure that they control the space. They're getting all their ducks in a row. And eventually, it is inevitable that we will get these ETFs, that we will get these exchange traded products. Am I going to invest in these ETFs or exchange traded products? Absolutely not. Am I going to tell my family at Thanksgiving tomorrow that they should look at the ETF? No. I'm going to show them how to get a wallet, set it up, cold storage, self-custody, and how to actually do crypto right. But what they're doing right now is they're opening up the floodgates, right? They're building out the dam, and then here they're about to lift it up and let the flow come through. And they're going to be in complete control of everyone getting exposure to cryptocurrency through their retirement accounts. So there is no reason why they should be standing in the way. They just want to let the incumbents get their ducks in a row. But we can see here that this new system is already going live around the world. The United States, it's just the corruption that's really holding us up at this point. But we see this one here from Chad. Over the last 7 years, central banks and policymakers in Southeast Asia have developed a roadmap to digitize the financial sector. This is from a company called Thunes, which is a Ripple partner. You see, the plans have been in place for a long time. You don't achieve this without a plan, global coordination. And we're showing this is Thunes global real-time payment adoption. This is their network right here and some of their partners. But then this is off of another tweet that Chad had put out. Thunes, Ripple partner, uses XRP for QR code-based transfers globally. No pre-funding accounts anywhere, any currency at the click of a button. That is the future financial system right there. Any asset, any form of value, any NFT, any token, any exchange traded product, any stock, right? Anything you want that gets tokenized and put on these, right? You're going to be able to access at the click of a button. cross-border QR payment interoperability allows local merchants to accept payments from foreign digital wallets in real time. How massive? How massive, right? For building out this global system. And you can see right here, the global real-time payment adoption, they have grown significantly here. Now, Chad wasn't done. He also shares this one. And this is multiple exchange traded products for XRP. This one from 21 shares. Exchange traded product allows exposure to the asset without directly owning. The underlying asset is kept in cold storage and is not traded in public markets. So we take a look at this one. This one's from 21 shares here. Ripple XRP ETP. Okay. We see this one. The 21 shares Ripple XRP ETP ticker seeks to track the investment results of XRP. Okay. Now, we aren't done. We are not done. He's piggybacking off of this tweet right here. ETC Group Physical XRP. The ticker's GXRP. Okay. Looking to buy XRP through your regular securities broker or bank? ETC Group makes it possible. This XRP exchange traded product is 100% physically backed, giving you seamless and pure exposure to the performance of XRP token of the Ripple network while trading on Europe's largest stock exchanges. So I believe that all of these are in Europe, if I'm not mistaken. I believe these are all in Europe. They're going live. They're not waiting for the United States, right? And this is when we brought it back to gold. Remember what gold did? After gold got its ETFs approved in Australia in 2003, in the United States, State Street got the first gold ETF here in the US in 2004. During the next decade, gold went up 500%. So that's what we're watching right now for the digital asset space as well. So the advantages of GXRP, this is from the ETC Group and the ticker's GXRP. It trades like an ETF. Buy and sell like any stock or ETF through your regular broker or bank. No new account needed. Just enter the ticker or ISIN on your trading platform. Cold storage custody. The XRP is kept in cold storage at a regulated custodian, and all assets are secured by an independent trustee, thus eliminating issuer default risk. 100% physical. You are legally entitled to the underlying XRP, and you can redeem the ETP for the cryptocurrency, alternatively to selling on exchange. So if you want to take it, you can, right? And they're showing right here the product XRP Holdings, last updated November 22nd here. Shares outstanding 148,000 shares. 14.5 cryptocurrency entitlement per unit. Assets under management, that's 2 million. The market value, 1.2 million. Percentage of net assets, 100. Okay, so you just got XRP in this, right? It's a pure XRP exchange traded product. Now, we're not done. Chad just went off today. Our good friend Chad Steingraber on Twitter. Another one coming out here. DeFi Technologies Inc. announces upcoming launch of Valor Inc.'s Ripple XRP, ETP, and other corporate updates. The launch here, Valor plans to introduce a Ripple exchange-traded product on a European exchange in early December 2023, expanding its range of digital asset investment products. So going live in Europe in December of 2023. These are already going live, and there's more on the way. While the United States get left behind here, Europe is going live with the exchange-traded products. The Ripple XRP ETP will allow investors to gain exposure to XRP, the native cryptocurrency of the Ripple ecosystem, through banks or brokers, meeting the growing demand for diverse digital asset investments in European markets. Valor continues to prioritize product innovation and development and has plans to list additional traditional and physically backed ETPs in the coming months. So there you have it, folks. This is absolutely massive, and this is going to be going live in December of 2023. So that's literally 3 exchange-traded products in Europe that are set to go live here right now. This is happening. See, when I put out the When XRP ETF, folks thought it was a joke. They think, they think ETFs are bad. And yes, all of these derivatives that are not backed, not physically backed by an XRP, not physically backed by real gold, not physically backed by your silver, that's the whole problem with the derivative space as we know it today. What I'm excited for DLT here is that hopefully we can clean this thing up. And when you get ETFs like this or exchange traded products in this regard, over in Europe, it's physically backed and you can redeem the cryptocurrency. If you don't want to sell out into euro or US dollar, you can just exchange for the XRP and pull it out. That's what we're talking about, right? This is the future. And I've loved, I wouldn't be surprised to see Uphold get tapped in here and start to offer some of these ETPs on the Uphold platform as well. And, you know, for folks that are looking to get exposure through their retirement accounts, that's the whole problem with the 401k Ponzi scheme, or the program. We'll just call it a program. We don't want to call it a Ponzi scheme, even though it really, I mean, the problem is that you're limited on your investment options, but through these products, folks will be able to get some sort of exposure. Is it the type of exposure that I want? Am I going to go buy these products? Absolutely not. I want the actual utility with no counterparty risk in my possession, in my custody, in my vault, in my wallet. And so if you guys want to get access at my website, ZachRector.com, we have all of our crypto resources for exchanges, wallets, and getting precious metals. And so for me, it's a pass on the ETFs, but what's it going to do to the underlying assets? Well, it's going to be pumping. And hopefully this pump will continue into Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow so we can report back to the fam that all is well in the crypto space and we have begun the next bull run. So hope you guys have a blessed Thanksgiving, and I will see you in the next one. If you appreciate the video, let's make sure we tap it. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like I said, everything is at my website, ZachRector.com. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.